Just a Fan podcast. This is what, our fourth one?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get real,
It's our
more than four, but
yeah, our fourth probably official one that's going to be uploaded.
yeah,
We got UFC. It's a horrible card.
really bad.
It's hotter than the devil's coochie out here. So that's why I'm not in the garage. That's why I'm shining like
I mean,
Middlecoff.
if we did this yesterday though, it would have been a
10,
lot worse.
10 times worse? Yeah, I know.
I'm borderline kind of like this is decent weather because
Yeah.
yesterday was what I
I
think
mean,
it said 98, felt like 120.
if I didn't care about the 12 people who are going to be watching this, I would have a fan right next to my face that they can hear.
Yeah, I just turned off the air conditioning right
Yeah.
now, so
So, yeah, we care about our fans. What can we say, man? Tyron Woodley versus Gilbert Burns is probably, the only quality matchup here.
yeah.
Obviously. My sleeper fight would probably be, what's his name? Spike Carlisle. The ginger guy. Do you remember him?
Spike Carlisle. No, I do not actually.
It's the super pale ginger guy. He's almost like a ginger Clay Guida. He's wild. He's a wild man. 9-1. Got a spinning back fist KO in a previous promotion. He's fighting Billy Quarantillo. He was on the Tough with Faber and McGregor, and he fought in the Tuesday.
That was with Ryan Hall, right?
Yeah. He looked good. Both of his fights in Tough and in the Contender Series went almost exactly the same way. He let the guy take his back. I mean, he got taken down. He looked like James Toney. He has James Toney takedown defense. All right. I might be going a little far there, but it's almost like they let him. He lets them take him down. He lets him take his back, and he has good submission defense, and he just lets him just gas out, and then he comes in the second round and looks like Justin Gaethje, and puts the pressure on you.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Yeah, he's got good leg kicks. I mean, he comes after you, so expect Spike to be aggressive and really attack Billy, and then he's gonna probably gas out. I don't know. We'll see how Spike's cardio is. If your cardio is shitty against Quarantillo, you will get pressured and TKO'd in the second round.
Yeah.
So that's a fun fight. Mackenzie Dern,
Brock
Weaver's fun. I mean,
yeah, he's definitely a fun fighter.
Yeah, he's interesting to look at as well.
Yeah, very.
He lost he won or DQ. He won off a DQ, right? Because it was an illegal knee. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah, some guy. It was an obvious knee to a downed opponent. Crazy.
Yeah.
Of course, that's not how he wanted to win, but he's fighting Roosevelt Roberts. I've seen a couple fights of him today. Patient guy, boring guy, decision guy. So we'll see. I mean, he's calculated. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Let's just put it this way: he enjoyed watching Tyron Woodley versus Wonderboy 2. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, those type of fighters.
Yeah. Like I said, Mackenzie Dern. I mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'll watch it.
For fighting,
she should win.
She should win. She should submit Cyphers, but
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, she got worked by Amanda Ribas in her last fight.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think she's taking more Instagram photos than training. That's my concern.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see Paige Van Zandt, the other Instagram model in the UFC, get worked by Amanda Ribas pretty soon too. That fight's already booked.
Sounds about right. Yeah, Paige, do you like winning? Do you like winning? Fight bus
maybe
drivers.
in life, but not in fighting. No.
That's true. Well, is Homie Hoppin' Team Alpha Male winning? I don't know. Caitlin Chukagian fighting on the undercard after co-maining an event. That's an all-time drop. That's an all-time drop. She's
I mean,
fighting.
when it comes to this division, and I mean the women's MMA is very top heavy. Let me just say it. I'll just
I know
say
where
it,
you're going with this.
Yeah, when it comes to women's MMA, man, you can be the main event and on the undercard very quick.
Very fast. She's fighting Shevchenko's sister, the hotter Shevchenko.
Yeah, Antonina. She's also very good. She lost, I believe, her last fight by submission, right?
Yeah.
But
upset by Modafferi, Roxanne.
not her last fight, but yeah, a couple fights ago, yeah, she lost by decision. But honestly, she's very good. I mean, obviously, we've seen Valentina have crazy success, and she doesn't have that. She hasn't had that type of success yet, but she's still younger in her MMA career, so we'll see. She should take care of Chookagian by decision. I feel like pretty handily.
Yeah. Louis Smolka is on this card.
Yeah, he's always fun to watch.
Always fun. A great grappler.
Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded seeing Smolka and Tim Elliott. I know they're on the card together. That would have been a fun fight.
That would have been a great fight to watch. They have fought before, haven't they? No?
Oof, possibly. I wouldn't be surprised. They were both at one point flyweights.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I mean, we got Blagoy, Ivanov. I mean, the UFC heavyweight division is an absolute joke. I'm going to say it probably on every podcast. It is a joke.
Yeah. Well, and then, you see Ngannou and John Jones this week trying to get a fight, and
they
just
won't let them.
Yeah, it seems like they will not be budging as far as the money goes for either guy. They're not willing to match whatever price they're asking for.
Honestly, which is preposterous because
yeah,
everybody wants that fight. If you don't want to see that fight, you're just not an MMA fan.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time we've seen the odds already come out, and Ngannou's a favorite against John. John Jones is an underdog.
Do you think the UFC is not doing that because they're scared it'll jam up the divisions? Do you think it'll,
But then again, who cares? But who cares? It's light heavyweight and heavyweight. These are the two weakest divisions in the UFC.
Exactly.
Right up there with women's featherweight. Like, these divisions have not much.
If John loses that fight, it does, I think, completely evaporate the light heavyweight division.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I think the UFC
still have Dominic Reyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw Anthony Smith just take a bad L. Johnny Walker in the past couple of months has taken a bad L. So it's like it's just not. L? Well, yeah, I know.
Disturbing L.
Yeah, so it's like it's tough. Yeah. That could be one of the reasons why they just want some sort of talent at light heavyweight, but
exactly they want something to fall back
at the expense of a super fight like this. I think you got to go for it.
There's so much money that they could be just ingesting after this fight.
Hey, maybe they're saving Ngannou for Rumble's return. That's my dream right there.
Hey. Now Overeem's back. I want that rematch, baby.
Well, that's ridiculous. I think Rumble and Overeem has some beef, actually. They could take care of that first.
That's just...
Let's see. Let's see if Overeem can last that.
Dude. That's not even funny. Overeem versus Rumble would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, hey, Overeem could come back, man. All you need to do in the heavyweight division is string together 2 to 3 wins, and you're entitled contention. Same with light heavyweight,
Yeah. Look, Glover Teixeira is probably knocking on the door after that win a few weeks ago.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves now.
I'm not saying I want to see it. I'm just saying,
let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Who else is there?
All right.
Who else is there? Volkan Ozdemir? Come on, dude.
I think Ozdemir beats Teixeira.
Probably.
Do I want to watch that fight? Not really. Oh. Is Joe Rogan gonna hype it up? Probably.
God, that fight is so that weight class is so bare. There's just nothing.
Yeah, it's a desert.
My hope was that Yoel Romero would finally go up. It's clear he has trouble making 185.
Mm-hmm.
That's apparent.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a couple title shots there.
But
He's
then
lost
again,
now.
how many fights does he have? He's what, 41?
Not much. But you're telling me you wouldn't watch John Jones and Yoel Romero before anybody else in that division?
They need somebody like Israel to move up.
Yeah, I mean, he said 2021. That's when he'll move up. But.
Yeah. Somebody like Borrachina, they'd be licking their lips.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the UFC wants, but.
And eventually, like Borrachina, he's a heavyweight right now, so.
I know. What does he walk around?
It'll happen one day.
What does he walk around at? What do you think?
I mean, in that sparring video with was that Logan or Jake Paul, he had to be 240. He had to be 240.
Every bit.
He was thicker than a Snicker.
Yeah. The next fight, of course, Tyron Woodley versus Gilbert Burns. This fight is I think the way this fight goes is reliant on what Tyron Woodley is gonna show up. Does he want to fight? I don't know.
Yeah.
Does he want to be here? I don't know. And a lot of people are saying that he was scared to fight Leon Edwards.
That's ridiculous.
Come on, guys.
That's ridiculous.
Come on. I mean, I get that Leon Edwards is like the dark horse of the division.
Yeah, it's not because he couldn't lose, right?
I mean,
but scared of what? Of getting wrestled for 5 rounds?
Is he gonna get elbowed out of the clinch? I don't.
What?
I don't know what he would be scared of. Like,
nah.
I don't know. The only reason he should be scared of fighting Leon Edwards is that Jorge Masvidal could think that they're friends because they're so close to each other, and he baps him up backstage too. That's the only reason. But
yeah,
I am picking Tyron Woodley, and I'm picking him in a boring fight.
Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go the other way on that. Okay.
In a boring fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boring fight. Okay.
I think he's going to be gun shy.
Yeah.
I think he's going to come out. Okay, so Darren Till's mindset when he was fighting Gastelum, where it was just safe.
Yeah.
I think Tyron Woodley needs this fight so much that he's going to win every round. But it's going to be, jab, 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 takedown with 4 seconds left in the round to seal it.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I'm going to be snoozing.
I know this almost is like a cop-out because we said it last fight also with Overeem. Like, it depends which one comes out. But it really is dependent on that. Tyron Woodley, obviously he's a rapper. He's... it just never seems like
he's a rapper.
I don't like you take it so seriously. Well, he calls himself a rapper.
If he's a rapper, then Aaron Gordon is Biggie Smalls. He's
a lyricist, right? That's what I'd call him. I don't know. That's what I'd call him. No, but I'm kind of on your side, but even to probably a further extent, I think Tyron Woodley's going to come in and finish Gilbert Burns quick. I think his size and physicality will be a big deal in this fight.
What do you
think Gilbert Burns is going to hit him? I don't think they're going to grapple.
You think it's just going to be
Gilbert? I don't think Gilbert Burns is going to be able to get him down.
Yeah, Gilbert Burns is one of those jiu-jitsu guys that falls in love with his hands. He loves throwing.
And I think that'll be his demise. And I don't think Woodley's going to play with him on the ground. Why would you? Mm-hmm. He's obviously very dangerous at jiu-jitsu. Not that I think if they did go to the floor, I think that Woodley would be able to at least, for the most part, handle himself. It's not like Woodley's, just can't do anything on the floor.
Yeah.
But I think that his hands are going to show back up in a way we haven't seen in a while. I don't think. And that fight with Usman, it's just like what happened? Where'd your hands go? He wasn't as active.
Hands.
Even in the
everything takedown defense. What happened?
Yeah, it was just a weird, uninspiring performance. But I don't think Woodley's completely done yet. We've seen welterweights kind of last into their upper 30s, which is where he's at now. So I do believe he still has a few good fights left in him, and I think we're going to see him kind of make another run at the title. And I don't think he'll win the title again, but I do think he has the ability to compete with guys like say even Colby Covington. I think he gives Colby Covington a lot of problems.
True or false? Do you think Tyron Woodley fights for a title again? Not
Man,
wins,
that's
but fights.
yeah. That's tough. That welterweight division is really good. It's just it really it's so dependent on like what McGregor is going to do. They talked about him possibly fighting for. Masvidal hasn't still got a shot, so I don't know. I'll say no. I'm going to lean no. But would it shock me? Also, no. I just think that
Yeah.
them in 155 is such a weird division as far as who's going to get shots and who's not.
Mm-hmm. Did you see what Masvidal said about Usman?
No.
About how he wants, crazy money. I think a lot of the UFC nowadays is just negotiation problems, man.
Yeah.
Like getting fights done, I feel like in this day and age is just so difficult. I don't get it. But I don't know. I tend to think Jorge has to be difficult to negotiate with. I mean, I cannot sit there and say, as much as I can't stand Usman at times, like Jorge has to be a problem in the negotiation room.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be surprised by that at all. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing. He seems content with just sitting out right now and waiting.
Mm-hmm. But although that's the case, we have some fights that have been announced.
Yes. Yeah, and I mean this card is really bad, but at least these next couple of cards at least are looking very, very strong.
Mm-hmm. I thought that Aldo and Peter Yan fight was going to be on 250, but apparently it's not. That sucks. That would have really boosted. If that's your co-main on that card's different. That card is different. Yeah, it's a pay-per-view card.
Yeah.
Because that's for the vacant, right?
Yeah, for the vacant bantamweight, yeah. I mean, Henry Cejudo, I think we said a couple weeks ago there was no way that his retirement was real. I mean, it is. We saw him last night. He was on a AEW TNT Wrestling.
Yeah.
Or TBS Wrestling, whatever the hell. With Mike Tyson. He was part of Mike Tyson's entourage. Him, Rashad Evans, and Vitor. So, there's that.
I'm sorry. Did you say something? You lost me at Rashad. I was like, well, I mean...
Dude, that card is stacked, though. Cody Stamann, Brian Kelleher.
Yeah, that's good.
Caceres and Chase Hooper.
That's also really good. Yeah.
Wineland and Sean O'Malley. Aljo and Corey Sandhagen. And then out of nowhere, Cody Garbrandt and Rafael Assunção.
Yeah. That's the fight for me where it's just like, I know you're saying Assunção can't knock out Garbrandt, but man, I don't know. I think
I don't know
I
either.
think Assunção might knock him out.
I mean, I'm gonna stand for Cody Garbrandt until he's out of the UFC, until he's until we know, until it's Luke Rockhold bad. So I'm gonna say Cody Garbrandt gets it done.
It's on the doorstep of Luke Rockhold bad.
I'm the guy about 4 years ago who said that. Who's the Dutch heavyweight? Stefan Struve was gonna be heavyweight champion in 5
Yeah,
years.
you
So
did say that. It's a bad take.
well, it was a really bad take, obviously, and I'm gonna go ahead and say
Dutch
this:
guy, too.
Cody Garbrandt will be the bantamweight champion again one day.
You're saying that right now.
Yeah, and he starts that run by winning this fight against Assunção.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know this is being recorded, right?
You
can go back and watch this, right? Like this is going to be.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Oh my God, this is almost as bad as the Browns take that you had. The ass wax game.
Hey, you saw the Browns. Well, we'll talk about it probably later, but the Browns came damn close to signing Jadeveon Clowney. I don't know. He turned down a huge offer from them.
Clowney doesn't show up in regular season games.
He shows up about 3 times a year, and damn right, it would have been one of those games. Would have been the Raiders for sure.
But okay. Is there any other fights that we're missing here that have been targeted?
Yeah. I mean, on other cards, like we were saying, Poirier and Dan Hooker. That's going to be also like mid-June, right?
I think Poirier whoops his ass.
Man, I'm surprised that you're saying that too, because you're a huge Hooker fan.
I like Hooker a lot, but I think that's a bad matchup, dude. Unless you can, he's not as sneaky as Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson has, a sniper of a left hand.
So allergies.
So I just don't think I don't see him catching Poirier. He's a freight train. He's
Yes.
a problem. There's a reason why he fucked up Gaethje. You know.
Yeah.
He is a problem. So, but it'll be fun. That'll be a fun fight.
We're gonna be blessed with UFC. Fight Night 176, the main event, Jessica I and Cynthia Calvillo. I mean, come on, it's a barn burner right there, right? How dare you if you make that a main event? How dare you?
I'm sure it won't be a main event later. I mean, I'm gonna love it when Jessica I gets bumped down because they're signing a new fight. Because Jessica I was just, she was raving about it, like, yeah, main event, let's go. It's like, hey, if you think you're gonna be the main event once that event rolls over,
Yeah,
you're out of your mind.
that'd be really bad.
No, that'd be
really bad.
We're talking all time. We're talking all time.
For as far as as a main event goes, that'd be one of the all-time worst.
No, not one of. I think the. Find me.
Especially because the next card is supposed to have Josh Emmett and Shane Burgos.
Which is a
Put that as a main event.
burner.
Yeah. That fight was made Lyman Good, Bilal Muhammad. Lyman Good, the only UFC fighter so far. Oh, Jacare, actually, I forgot. But Lyman Good was the first UFC fighter to test with COVID.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I guess he's beat that.
Him and Bilal.
Yeah, now you
is
got
gonna
Bilal
be
Muhammad.
Stupid.
Oof.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's a war. That's a
That
war
is
right
a
there.
war, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I mean, that's
Find out which card they plan on having the. Doesn't say so far. I believe it was sometime in June. The Hooker Poirier fight. I don't think it's fully set yet. But
if Tyron Woodley gets it done against Burns, who do you put Tyron Woodley against next?
I mean, the easy answer, I guess, would be Leon Edwards. But man, I mean, yeah, I guess it'd have to be Edwards, maybe Ponzinibbio. I know he hasn't fought in 3 years, but
is Ponzinibbio even alive anymore, dude?
yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one. Okay,
He's on
I'm
milk
sorry.
cartons.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The right fight to make is him and Colby Covington.
That okay.
Before it gets too late. They've had a lot of heat. Colby Covington just said, he left ATT. He's trained by himself now or whatever. I think this is the perfect time. You play up that storyline, the ATT one. You play up the hate that they have for each other. Hey, you play up the white versus black thing,
which they do with Usman and Covington. Let's
yeah. So you do that
let's
again.
not lie here. The UFC loves backstories more than fucking American Idol, dude. They eat that shit up. I mean, do I have to reference the Walt Harris Overeem? What they did to my boy Overeem?
Yeah.
Making him look like Lex Luthor out there. Everyone's like, man, I love Overeem, but man, I really wish Walt Harris won. It's like, I mean, it's really sad what happened. Horribly sad.
Oh, it's the worst. Yeah.
It's the worst. But now, like, you're pitting, people against, the greatest Dutch athlete to ever live, other than Johan Cruyff. I mean,
Johan Cruyff,
the best soccer player of all time. Whatever.
Well, that's right. I mean, he played in the MLS, so that's ridiculous.
Oh my God, when he was like 100 years old and was still blapping fools. But okay, moving on. Gilbert Burns. If he wins,
You were to win.
if he wins and it's like nice, it's a dramatic win. Who do you think he fights next?
Again, this is kind of repetitive. I think Colby's the guy.
Colby's the guy for both these guys.
Talk smack on Brazil numerous times. I want to say, does Gilbert Burns train out of ATT also?
God, I don't know about that.
Man, I feel like he does. But even if he doesn't, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Brazilian angle is there. I think the matchup would be fun. Both of them are grapplers who have turned into decent stand-up fighters, including Covington. So I think that might make a lot of sense. Also, another guy who I already talked about, Leon Edwards. Again, it's just as far as where the division's at, it would.
Leon could be an interesting matchup. Not a lot of people are. I think for Gilbert Burns, I would love a matchup with Wonderboy. I think that'd be fun. I think that could be interesting. And Wonderboy, no one talks about him anymore.
No.
He's a fucking problem for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know,
Dude, he slapped Vicente Luque in their last fight. Dominated. And he was beating the hell out of Pettis before he got caught. Let's just be honest.
oh yeah, I know. I went back and watched that fight too.
so-
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, Wonder Boy and Burns is my pick. For
Damn, I like that a lot.
For Woodley, I will agree. I think either Colby or Leon, you can't go wrong with either one of those fights.
No.
Also, both of them are horribly boring to watch, but could be fun.
Yeah.
Leon Edwards is, if you love breaking down fights, though, is really interesting to watch. But if I'm drinking beers with my buddies and I'm watching fights and I see Leon Edwards is coming up, like, my ass is leaving that couch to go do something. And I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll watch it later that night to break it down, you know, his clinch work and stuff. But
Yeah.
like, am I really, like, getting balls deep and, like, really fucking my nose is touching the screen? No.
Nope.
So
I can't see him being fun to watch at all. Like, I can't see him having an exciting fight.
Yeah.
And I didn't think the same. I guess with Usman before, before his fight with Covington, I kind of felt the same too. But
well, no, he's the Sun Tzu of that division.
yeah,
Realistically, I mean, you could put him against
that's a really
the
good.
most exciting guy in that division, Jorge Masvidal, and that fight will have boring pockets in it.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well,
really
also
boring.
Masvidal's not the most exciting guy at 170, but there's also that.
Well, okay, I mean, I'm talking like, you know, he's the biggest profile, most exciting. I mean, he's not gonna fucking go down and fight Mike Perry for no reason.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I mean, that's basically it. The fight card.
Here, actually, another fight we didn't talk about that was made: Joseph Benavidez and Dievson Figueroa for the
running it back
for the 125 belt. Yeah, that's expected to be happening in early July, and also Pedro Munez and Frankie Edgar.
Oh yeah. Figueroa beat the shit out of Benavidez the first time they fought, and
Yeah.
I don't know how much. What is it? Half a pound is gonna make a difference.
I don't think much.
I mean, do you think he should be looking into retirement if he loses this fight?
I think he should have been after he lost that fight.
Yeah, because I mean, it wasn't
close at all.
It wasn't close.
Not at all. But if you
I remember
want
seeing
to,
there was a huge size advantage. I remember looking at that.
Yeah.
I remember like just length, the speed. Figueroa is fucking fast, man.
Yeah, he ain't slow.
He's really fucking fast, man.
Yeah.
I remember being very surprised, like, holy
Because
shit.
it wasn't very close of a fight at all.
And I was expecting a close fight, like, you know.
Yeah, I thought Benavidez would win.
That weight class is typically, you know, guys are just so fast, all of them. The technique, the level of technique is just so high. But man, he was different that night. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I mean, I'm picking Figueroa again to kick his ass, but
Yeah, absolutely.
and then Pedro Munoz versus Frankie Edgar is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Frankie Edgar and Cody Garbrandt.
Yeah.
At 135, I would have rather seen Garbrandt welcome him in the division.
I think that's a better fight for Garbrandt than
a Sun Tzu?
than a Sun Tzu. I think a Sun Tzu is so technical. He's not. What Garbrandt's problem is that he keeps getting lured into brawls, or he'll initiate the brawl, and he'll stay there like that much longer than he should, so he gets caught. And a Sun Tzu is not going to
make me so mad.
He's too smart. A Sun Tzu is too smart. He is going to catch him, and he's going to be calculated. He's not going to engage in any brawls. He's going to let him swing. You know, he'll probably take him down a couple times.
I'm going to trust that Cody Garbrandt that we saw beat Dominic Cruz is he still has that guy is still present. He can still be that guy.
Yeah. I mean, Garbrandt will always have like fight-changing power, you know.
Yeah, but that fight though, he showed more than fight-changing power.
Oh, footwork.
He showed restraint, crazy footwork.
It's true.
Damn, man.
But the thing is,
that Garbrandt right there.
The thing is, like,
beats any 135er.
And Cruz will give you extra drive because he's talking shit. You know, he's not a very likable person. A Sun Tzu doesn't speak. I don't know what his voice sounds like.
Oh, yeah, I have no clue.
You know, what drive does he have other than getting back on his path? Because that should have been his drive against
Hopefully
Munoz.
that's enough. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, that's your boy, so
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with him.
and I like Cody now. Like, he's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fun to watch. He's still fast. He still has those hands, man.
Yeah.
He just has been on the wrong end of exchanges. That's all I gotta say about that, honestly.
Yeah. Before we stop talking about UFC, can we just address something that's like the past few cards we've seen this a few times? Can we not throw around the word robbed or robbery or a fight? God, that term is so overused. Yeah. Like it holds no weight anymore either. This guy was robbed. You can have a close fight and feel like either guy could have won it and it not be a robbery. Why is that said so much?
What are you referencing? Are you referencing the Cheeto Vera fight? Which one are you? Which one?
Yeah,
which is the one that
really
bugs you? Is that the one?
That one right there was bad. There was also one more fight on that card. Let me take a look at it real quick.
You're talking about Edson and Dan Ige.
Edson. Oh my goodness, that was the one. Edson and Dan Ige. I feel like Edson won, obviously. Yeah. He didn't.
Well,
but was it a robbery?
No.
Was it like were there decisive guys? One of the guys won 2 or 3 of the rounds? No.
I agree, but the fact that both fight cards were in Jacksonville, and these judges have just been, I think there was 3 blown calls. I wouldn't say like clear cut, like what the are you doing? But like
yeah.
I mean, the Cerrone Pettis fight.
Yeah.
Cheeto, Yadong, Edson Ige are the 3 fights that people are like.
We're actually not even mentioning the Gadea fight and Angela Hill. Yeah. That was another big one.
That's another big one. That's another big one. There's 4 fights there that I think people are just getting annoyed by the consistency of it. If it was just one fight from each card that was a bad call, I can live with that. This shit happens.
Yeah.
They're not watching it with commentary like we are. So, Joe and DC can fucking sway our perception of what's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think it's the fact that there was just so many fights where you're just like kind of like, okay, like
But I feel like
they're not. They all aren't clear cut robs though.
Yeah, like they could have gone either way.
Out of those 4 fights though, which one do you think was the biggest? Like, what the hell?
Oh man, I would have to, for me, and it's maybe I'm a little bit
biased.
Man, Marlon Vera and Song Yadong. I didn't see how Song Yadong got the fight.
My jaw hit the floor when they said Yadong.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think he might have been kind of surprised.
I was just sitting there like, did we just witness that?
Yeah. Like, and that was. I felt like that was pretty clearly in Cheeto Vera's.
Out of all of them, yeah. The Cerrone Pettis one was a head scratcher too. I thought Cerrone won that fight, man, and it just sucks because Cerrone's he's rattling off a good little streak here of losses.
Yeah, he has.
But
yeah, I mean, I'm a huge Edson Barboza fan. I want him to win that fight so bad, but I can't call that a robbery.
No,
it's too close. Yeah. It would be ridiculous to say that was like a full-on robbery where some guy clearly won and they give it.
They're all
that's
close
ridiculous.
Fights. Even the Cheeto Vera fight is a close fight. It was a good fight, but sometimes you miss it. This being,
I just had to say something about that, man. I can't with the robbery shit anymore, man.
This being in the Apex Center, do you think the vibe's gonna be different?
Yeah, I think it'll be better being in a small arena. You're gonna be able to hear stuff, or not arena, but a smaller venue or whatever.
But do you
be able to hear stuff more clear?
Do you want to hear stuff after that Teixeira and Smith fight?
Yes. Yeah, I'm not watching the sport for it to look pretty. I want it to be violent. Yeah.
Good God, I feel like I don't know. It might have too much of an Ultimate Fighter feel to me.
That's I kind of.
You like
to me, that's kind of cool. I like it. Yeah.
I like the empty big arena. I don't know. It feels bigger, like an event more than a spar. But
so So you're saying, like, for instance, when the NFL comes back, would you rather them? Because, like, I've thought about, like, what if they were in a high school?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
instead of,
that's how I
or
think.
would you rather it be in a huge, the
See, I
Raiders'
would
huge
rather
new
have it
arena?
in their big arena than at a high school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, obviously the facilities and stuff like that, it's going to be at an NFL stadium. It makes way more sense. High school fields, unless there's probably a few in Texas that have state of the art
Yeah.
facilities, but
Well,
for the most part.
yeah, I think the UFC is going to test run this Apex thing, and I think the production value is going to be better. I think it's just going to be a more comfortable atmosphere. That's the positive that I see here. It's just like, this is our arena. We don't have to deal with any outside, things.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Definitely.
We'll have a post fight. We'll have probably an NFL video coming up, right? Should.
Yeah.
Has there been any NFL news? I haven't really been checking it out.
I mean, other than the Clowney, like I said, he turned down the offer from the Browns.
Good.
Nothing really, to be honest. Nothing big. I mean, they passed the rules. I don't know if we talked about last time where, if you hire a black coach, they're gonna start giving out possible, like, draft picks and stuff like that. Which,
What?
yeah, they passed because the Rooney Rule, which is every team has to interview a black guy for their head coach. If they're gonna get a new coach. They felt like that wasn't working good enough, so they're going to say, okay, if you hire a black coach, we're going to give you draft compensation, which I think that's kind of, I don't know. We're both black, but I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. I got to be honest.
I know. That's a good thing about being black and having a podcast.
Yeah, we
can
just say
almost say as much as we want.
That's just kind of ridiculous. Because if I'm an owner now, and I don't know if it was for just head coach, I feel like it wasn't just head coach. Like, if you hire a black coach, I'm going to just hire a black guy just to get a pick, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm sending my resume in after this podcast is over.
Yeah. And I understand, like, because after this year,
let's get this thing rolling, baby.
Exactly. I mean, I know because Robert Saleh and we had Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs, both guys deserving, and instead you see the Patriots special teams coach get the
question.
nod.
What is the percentages? Like, do they have to be full black? What about 25% black? Does that count? What?
I don't know if it's just black or just a not white guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like what if a guy's like?
Because Robert Saleh's not black, I don't think.
No, well, maybe. I don't know. Well, that's the thing.
I don't know what he ain't. I know he ain't white.
Well, but that's my question. Is like, okay, so if a guy's 25% black, it's just like, you didn't cross the 45% threshold. Like, sorry, buddy,
Yeah.
I want picks. All right.
How about the light skins? There's no love for the light skins.
Exactly. A light skin, you should get at least like
You should get more. I feel like because there's not one yet.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what? We should take this up with the offices.
Tony Dungy? Tony Dungy was a light skin, the Colts old coach, right?
Yeah.
He was light. And then Herm Edwards. He's at ASU now. I don't think he was ever an NFL coach.
Tony Dungy and Herm Edwards, I get them mixed up all the time. Is that weird?
Yeah. No.
Are they not like the same kind of person in a weird way?
Yeah, I can see what
They're
you're talking
like
about.
different variations of the same person.
Yeah.
They both have that Rajon Rondo head. But, yeah,
Yeah.
man. That was a podcast. We'll be back soon. Probably, I mean, we're making it a point. We're probably going to do every Thursday, right? That's
Fine with me.
That's what we're shooting for, people. All right, don't hold us to that, but take it with a grain of salt. All right, just a fan.
R.I.P. George Floyd.
Yep.